just stop looking for love. Girl, you know you still got time. Girl, you know you still got time. Girl, you know
Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. Today's video is all about a natural, beginner's friendly makeup tutorial. This is basically just a natural face beat that I feel like everyone should know how to do on themselves. Like forget like trying to learn all like how to do eyeshadows and stuff. This is what if you like to wear makeup or you want to wear makeup every now and then when you want to step out the house and look a little like a little schnick, you should, this video is for you. So basically just jump into the video. I'm gonna just tell you all the products that you need to achieve this look. So for starting off, you will need a primer, and all these products can be bought from majority of these products can be bought from a drugstore like Walgreens, CVS, Walmart, F. Meyer if you're in Michigan, Target, those type of stores. But starting off, first product is a primer. You should always definitely need a primer. The primer that I used in this video is the L'Oreal Infallible Matte Primer. I would definitely go in more details as to what each product does for you and why it is important or and how to use it. Next up is the foundation. Foundation I use is my Fenty Beauty foundation in the shade 420. This is definitely my summer color because I am like a shade or two lighter than this for the winter, but I know how to blend my makeup really good, so I can use the same foundation all year round. But a good foundation to start off with, if you like want to start off using drugstore products, is definitely, it's not my shade, of course, it's like for when I do clients, like their hair for wigs and stuff, is the Maybelline Fit Me foundation. This is what I started off using. Pair it up with their powder foundation. This is what you'll use to set your face. You just want to find the one that kind of closest matches with your foundation shade. Next up is a concealer, and this is what you use to highlight your face, like these areas of your face. And the concealer I use is the LA Girl Pro Conceal from my local beauty supply store. And next up is the setting powder. This is what I set my concealer with. Setting powder I use is the Sacha Buttercup setting powder. This is what I order mine online. Not sure where you can find it in the store, but I definitely order mine online because I know when I went to Sephora, they didn't have it or they didn't carry it. So they have this shade, the shade of Buttercup. This is for my shade and darker. And they also have the shade Banana. The Banana setting powder is for like more of the lighter skin tones. Some people with my complexion say it works good for them, but I definitely like this. And a good drugstore one is the Airspun Translucent setting powder. Don't get the one that's the sun beige or whatever. Make sure it's the translucent one, otherwise you will get a flashback and it will look ashy. Personal experience. Next up is the brows. You can either use a pencil, eyebrow pencil, or a dip pomade. I can show you, insert a picture like the actual jar of the dip pomades. But for the eyebrow pencil, this is the one I typically use, is the NYX eyebrow pencil, and this is in the shade brown. But the main shade I typically use is like mahogany, something like that. I think that's the shade it is. But the one that I use in today's video is the one from BH Cosmetic palette. This is the Ultimate Brow Palette, and this comes with 8 powder shades and then 3 pomade shades. And this is the shade I use for my brows. As you can see, that's the one that's pretty much gone. What I use for my contour and highlight. This is like my go-to almighty palette for any like face. So when I do a full face beat with eyeshadow and all that, or just like a natural face beat, this is my favorite one from BH Cosmetic. It's my Ray. You did your one with this. This is like my ride or die. I would definitely need another one because we getting a little low. We starting to hit pan on some of these, but this comes with 15 eyeshadow shades These are the eyeshadows up here. And then you have 3 different shades of highlight, which is for like the non-makeup wear. You always call this like the sparkly stuff, which you see right there. And that's the 3 shades of highlight. This is like the brightest one to the more natural one. This is the one that I'm using today, which is the shade French Toast. And then your 3 contour shades, of course, lighter skin, mid skin, darker skin tone. This is the one that I use, as you can see. That's the one I hit pan. You can see which ones I use the most, because those are the ones that I have hit pan with. But setting spray, same thing I've been using since I started my channel. This is the NYX Matte Finish setting powder. We got this from my local Target. For all the brushes that you'll need, Beauty Blender. This is like, get this and you only need to buy 4 of the brushes. If not, you can find a pack off of AliExpress for like $5. They have good brushes. That's what I started off using. Or get Amazon, eBay, whatever palette, like a roll of brushes, a variety of brushes. Definitely get that. It doesn't cost a lot. You can find some really cheap ones that are definitely worth the quality, have high quality. But I use my Beauty Blender. This is what I use to blend in my foundation and my concealer, and to just keep everything well blended. I have my contour brush. You can see this is like a kind of rounded, fluffy brush, and it fits perfectly in the contour areas. And then you also have your highlight brush, so you can see the difference of the highlight brush and the contour. This is the contour, this is the highlight. Works perfect for my highlight. I will never switch it up. I used to try to use the fan brushes, did not like those. And then for your eyebrow brush, you want to have some angle brushes. I use 2 different brushes. This is the one I used to fill in my eyebrows, and this is the one I used to define and clean up my eyebrows. So this is just me telling you all what you need to get started for your makeup. So pause this video, go get your products, come back, and let's do our makeup together. Primer is the base for your makeup and helps fill in creases and pores to allow for a smooth foundation. When choosing your primer, you want to make sure you use either a mattifying or dewy primer. Since I have oily skin, I use a mattifying primer, and vice versa. Your foundation. Your foundation creates an even, uniform complexion to cover flaws and balance the skin tone. To best get matched for your foundation, I refer you to go to your local Sephora or Ulta to get matched there, and from there you can use the list foundation that they give you, or you can take the sample that they give you and find one that closely matches your foundation at your local drugstore. To blend in my makeup, I use a beauty blender. When using a beauty blender, you want to make sure it is damp. So when you first get your beauty blender, fresh out the package, it is dry. So you want to run it through water and then squeeze out all the excess water until it is damp, and then it is ready to use. Make sure you blend your makeup very well and make sure it does not look like a mess. So any lines you see, make sure you blend all of those in very well. Concealer is used to mask the dark spots and can be used before foundation as a spot corrector. It is also used to help bring out features in your face. When choosing your concealer, you want to make sure it is 1 or 2 shades lighter than your foundation. Now going back in with my beauty blender, I'm using the pointed end of my beauty blender to blend out the concealer, and I'm going back to the bottom end of my beauty blender with the leftover foundation to help blend out those edges. And this all helps to have a nice, smooth, flawless foundation for your makeup. What setting powder is used for? Setting powder helps get rid of the shininess and helps lock in the concealed areas to allow the makeup to last longer. If you apply too much of this setting powder or you leave too much on your face, it will draw attention to your face and it cause flashback when taking photos. Now for your brows. Brows pomades are good to help create a broad eyebrow. Otherwise, you can use an eyebrow or powder, and that will give you more of a natural look. So these are 3 points I'm getting you. The first point is the one that lines up with your nose. The second one is the angled point, which from your nose to the highest point of your eyebrow. And then the third point is the outer part of your nose to the outer corner of your eye, which will be the tail of your eyebrow, if that makes any sense. Seeing it looks so much better than me explaining it, so I do the best that I can. But brows definitely takes time, so the more time you put in your eyebrows, the more you will perfect your eyebrows. And when you first fill in your eyebrows, they may not look right, but trust me, when we go back in with the concealer, you're going to fix that up and make them nice and defined and shape them the way we want them to be shaped. It is better to also do your eyebrows with freshly waxed, threaded, whatever you get done to your eyebrows. Just make sure they're freshly done and it's easier to do your eyebrows that way. But if you don't have eyebrows, just use those 3 points to help create the eyebrows that best fits your face. And as you can see, I have not removed any of that setting powder just yet, so therefore I am what is you call baking my face, and that just helps the concealer really settle into my face and help it last longer. Here I'm showing you the proper way to hold your brow pencil, and holding it from the tip, the end of the pencil helps give you a lighter brow. And the closer you hold it to the angle, the bristle part, is the more heavier and bolder your brows will look. Using the concealer for the brows really helps create and define the overall shape of the brows and great for fixing any mistakes you made from filling in your brows. So right now we're just redefining everything and cleaning it all up and shaping them the way that we like to be shaped. You can either do both the top and the bottom of your eyebrows, but for me, I personally just do the bottom of my eyebrows because I typically mess up when I do the top of my eyebrows. I might have did the top of my eyebrows in this video, but for the most part I only do the bottom. Now here you see me brushing away all that foundation setting powder. And make sure you want to blend all of that and swipe all of that off to avoid any flashback, and I will insert a picture exactly what I mean by flashback. Next up is contour. Contour is also known as bronzer, and this should be 1 or 2 shades darker than your foundation. This helps redefine and shape the face so that the face doesn't appear so flat. Apply this to the hollows of your cheek, around your forehead, your jawline, and alongside the bridge of your nose. Once again, hold the brush at the end for a lighter application. And this all comes with trial and error, so the more you practice, the more you understand what I'm saying with holding your brushes from different points of the handle. It all comes from trial and error, so practice like holding your brush really close to the bristles and then really close to the ends. Do like one side close to the bristles and one side where you hold your brush more towards the end of the brush, and you'll see the difference of what I'm talking about. Alright, so for highlighter. Highlighter is used where the light is naturally drawn to the face. Applying it under the arch of your brows gives your brows more a more of an arch look and gives your eyebrows more height. Adding to the cheekbones and other areas of your face gives a more glowing look. So this is definitely optional. You can either skip this step or you can do this step. A lot of people do this step because y'all want to look bright and glowy. Who doesn't want to get that compliment like, oh my gosh, you're glowing? Like, wow, oh my gosh. Yes. Now I'm just setting my face to just allow us to once again for my makeup to last longer throughout the day. And as you can see now, I am applying lashes. This is not beginner friendly, but if you do know how to apply your lashes, girl, go right ahead. Or if you get lash extensions, skip that step. But you can also use mascara, and that just adds length, drama, fullness to your natural lashes. And the great mascaras to use is by Maybelline, and the lashes to use is by Ardell and Eyler. And now you can see the lip product that I use. I typically use a lip gloss, but for the sake of this video, neither one of my lip glosses were in the room, and the ones I typically use is the Fenty Beauty or my NYX Butter Gloss. But since that lip product was too light for me, I end up using a darker brown eyeshadow to help blend that in, and for it to better match my skin, because it was really looking like chocolate. Definitely doing your makeup, it takes time and practice, so definitely be patient, take your time, and just keep on practicing. You will get a flawless look. Thank you all for watching this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Definitely leave some feedback, whether you like this video, if it was helpful for you. If there's any areas of this video that need a little bit more help, we can do another video about that. Like if any more details for eyebrows. I did not show me putting them on my lashes because that is not really like a beginner thing to me, because when I start off doing makeup, I cannot put on lashes myself, so I definitely stuck to the mascara. Just being honest. Otherwise, if you want to get like lash extensions or have somebody else put your lashes on for you, go right ahead. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Make sure you follow me on Instagram at Jamia Shante. Also follow my hair page, Also Soigné. And okay.